entitled Structural Model on the Physics Achievement of College Freshman Students in Northern Mindanao towards a Sustainable Tertiary STEAM Framework. Now, if you're familiar with STEAM, basically, STEM siya, nalinagong ka A. And that A would stand like agriculture, applied sciences, and arts. So, now we have experienced the impact of the COVID pandemic, and that has a very profound impact also to our learning. The way we learn, the way we perceive our learning, tanan na siya na impacted siya. So we discussed it with my research advisor, and we were able to have a very unbounding motivation, such as the basic education assessment, whereas we have subjects like science, mathematics, and the overall score is very low, as well as the 21st century skills. And why is it important to have 21st century skills? I think that is already obvious, but so far it is also low. So in learning, we don't have just to memorize things, so on and so forth, but also we have to develop these relevant skills that we have to learn from our school. So basically, there is a very low, alarming low scores here. And take note, these are taken from our graduating grade 12 students. And by the time that we took this, we did this study, they are now enrolled in college, taking engineering, taking sciences and technology. So that's the deal. And then research questions. So first question here is, what is the basic achievement of STEAM college freshman students? And what is the grade of these students also? So if you are not familiar with the term grade, it refers to perseverance of effort, consistency of effort, and ambition. So, and also we have the expectancy value. When you say expectancy value, you have in you the desire to take up engineering because you believe that you are good at engineering. And also 21st century skills, including inventive thinking and effective communication, as well as leadership. For the big question, what is the relationship between these main variables as it could predict our physics achievement? So we have here a conceptual model of the study, wherein you can see the grade expectancy value and 21st century skills tries to predict physics achievement. And basically, physics achievement was taken, measured in terms of physics achievement test. Okay. Here's the design. Basically, this is explanatory sequential design wherein we do the structural modeling as the quantitative part of this, the method, and focus group discussion, thematic for the quali side of the design. And implications include career guidance, counseling program, peer tutorial, support programs, innovative teaching training programs, which will lead us to the STEAM framework. This is our local. Basically, this is conducted in Northern Mindanao, in Region 10. And we have 1,176 participants for the entire study, which makes the structural model robust. Otherwise, it will fall. these are the instruments. We basically adapted these from reputable sources, also from with request from the authors. For the results, we have this one, majority manifested very low mastery in terms of physics achievement test. Then, mas dagat pag yun, no mastery at all. So, but, for the grade, relatively they exhibited high grade level, high expectancy value level, and moderate level in their first century, 21st century skills. This is the best fit model that we have obtained. And as you can see, grade was taken out of the model because it does not translate into physics achievement. But it is needed. No? We need grade in order for us to push through to what we are doing. Bale, siya yung tinatawag nating lakas ng loob. Even though you are failing already, but still lakas ng loob to pursue your studies. Something like that. And so this one here, for the expectancy value, there we have two sub-variables that are, sagit ang ni Tumawag yun, no? We have utility value and the intrinsic value. When you say intrinsic value, you believe that you are good at what you are doing, you are good at math, you are good at engineering. And when you say utility value, it means that you believe that when you graduate as an engineering major, soon you will become rich. Okay? So nasa economic reward.
Alam ka ba?
Okay, this one is this is the physics achievement test that we would like to make an intervention program on how to improve. Because evidently they have poor concept understanding. Even in the 3 laws of motion, who can give us the
Nag-teacher na.
3 laws of motion? How about 1, 2? Thermodynamics, modern physics, nuclear physics, dami pa. At this one, we focus on classical mechanics or Newtonian physics. Okay, so that's basically the breakdown of the physics achievement test. And for the conclusions, yes, we have low physics achievement scores obtained, which indicates lack of proficiency in conceptual understanding of the subject matter. And high level of grade participants indicated their sense of perseverance despite the challenges and the new learning modalities during the pandemic. This is important, although it does not directly translates into high physics achievement. And this one, the moderate level of university skills of the participants of the study reflected their actual life skill sets and that are crucial to their success in life, especially effective communication and leadership. This is very familiar with group dynamics. If you are assigned in grouping, yan, kisay maayo. Kasi gusto mag-group leader, kisay member. This one is also. And also, is expectancy value significantly influences physics achievement of freshmen students. And 20th century skills do not have a direct influence on physics achievement, but its effect is mediated by expectancy value. So mean to say, if you have the desire to become an engineer, then you will be motivated to learn engineering-related skills. Am I correct? And we have recited Acknowledgements to the UPOU Faculty of Education and to the DUST Scholarship Program. Madaki na salamat.
Hello, Dr. Magalia. Thank you for presenting your work and congratulations for completing it as well. My first question is, what was the goal of the qualitative design? Because it was not presented. There was no research question about the qualitative component, although in the methods you mentioned that the study is an explanatory sequential design. I'd like to modify my question.
Yes,
How
sir.
did the qualitative data provide better understanding of the structural model you generated, or what quantitative results require further explaining?
Yes, Dr. Jero, because in this presentation, I focused on the SEM part. There could be, maybe in the future, I could explicitly discuss the thematic, the quali part. Basically, the quali question supports the quantity results in the form of FGD. So, those students, the participants of the study also participated in the FGD to determine how group magtong nila ang mga answers sa survey because they have answered 4 surveys including the physics achievement test. So we are trying to triangulate whether the physics scores that we have has really some meaning to the grade, to the non-cognitive part of the study. So I could, maybe I could share to you.
Sige lang.
Basta yeah.
Because in the paper that was sent to us, there was qualitative component. Sige lang, sir. Second question. Why were you interested in physics achievement rather than STEAM, we call it STEAM, STEAM career success? Diba, in the presentation, you wanted, the goal of the study, you wanted to develop a sustainable tertiary STEAM framework. So why was physics achievement considered and not success in STEM career or in a different program, STEM programs?
Yes, Dr. Jello, that could be in the next part of the study if we can extend the study as well because this is funded by that time funded by the UST and then after the scholarship we could find another funding siguro to extend na sa STEM or other subjects as well, not just physics alone. We can have chemistry, we can have biology, and study. Because we also have BS Bio and BS University programs at USO. So we can extend that to our students as well. Thank you, sir. Dr.
Okay, congratulations, Dr. Len. The thing about your study was, of course, very extensive siya and elaborate.
Thank you, Doc.
It's at the beginning, it's like it doesn't really. It's like it looks like an iceberg because you can just see a small thing that's above water, but actually the amount of study you did, which is below the surface, is really a lot. And I thank you for doing the FGD because it was really a good triangulation,
Yes,
validation of the results of the program. My question here is, because I'm also in a way interested in one of the aspects that you mentioned, and that is the difference between entrance college, freshman entrance, who are coming from a STEM strand and from a non-STEM strand, who opted to take a STEM-related course or STEM-relevant
Yes,
course.
yes.
Did you factor that in your modeling? Their background, starting background, because there might be, I'm interested in how their background of being non-STEM strand as an entrant could also affect their expectancy value and their 21st century skill. So, wherein your expectancy is like the mediator for that, why they have that level of physics. Because most of your documentation that you also explain in your FGD, we're gearing towards engineering kasi your physics is really math, very intensively math field. So, what about did you look into the aspect of that? How about the non-STEM entrance in terms of these attributes, sir?
Yes, Doc. Normally, we expect STEM students to take up from high school, then they take up also STEM college courses. But in the case of, well, we don't have a strict policy that if you're not STEM in senior high, you cannot proceed to engineering in college. We don't have that one. So eventually, there's a mix of STEM and non-STEM students who are enrolling in, engineering courses. And we cannot tell them, oh, you hope within, you cannot do that, you cannot enter engineering. But there are schools na they cater to the need of non-STEM majors in terms of the bridging program that they have in engineering. So, but in our data,